Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Skridley. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I just wanted to kind of talk about this year's Call of Duty, and that is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and kind of my general thoughts on it as of late, and how I think it ranks against other Call of Duties. Is it good? Is it bad? And kind of how I feel about it, and maybe some of you guys feel the same or different about it. But yeah, here are my thoughts. So, to start off, very generally speaking, I would say it's a good game. I'll just show you, we'll just run through the menu and stuff. And for this particular video, I'm only talking about the multiplayer. I'm not going to go into Warzone. I feel like that's a completely separate thing because it is a free to play game that anybody can download. But just specifically talking about multiplayer here. And yeah, to start out, the create a class, I think that's one of the stronger parts of the game. It's very classic feeling. You have your lethal tactical, your 3 perks, secondary, primary, very straightforward. The gunsmith I really like. Gives you a lot of customization at every kind of attachment or every place you want, the muzzle, the barrel, etc. Really like that. The camos in this game, I mean, they're fine. I don't think they're anything crazy special. I feel like a lot of these are really boring. But maybe some people like these camos, I don't know. But overall, create a class system is probably one of the better things about the game, I would say. I do like how they excuse me, how they added the special camos like the huntsman camo and all that, the CDL team camos, as this is the first year that the Call of Duty League has been like franchised into those teams, so that's really cool. I usually rock the huntsman camo. But yeah, let's go to a gun. I have the gold for. This is probably one of the more popular camos because it's pretty easy to get. A lot of people don't like the gold camo in this game. I personally think it's fine. It'd be kind of nicer if it was more solid gold. I don't know why they added all these like squiggly lines and stuff in there. But it's okay. Platinum. Again, I never really unlocked these, but I've seen a lot of people use them. Platinum's okay. Again, it's just good. I wouldn't say it's like amazing or the best camo of all time or anything. And then Damascus. I think Damascus personally is really cool. I never really had the urge to grind for it because it is really difficult to get. But I would say it's a really cool camo. Definitely the best in the game. Very colorful, bright. It really catches your eye, which I think is what you want in a camo. You want something that'll really grab somebody's attention. And I think Damascus does that well. And then more recently, they added the Obsidian camo, which I haven't got into grinding for, and I don't know if I will at this point. But my thoughts on it, I haven't really seen it a lot in game, but it looks pretty cool. Again, it's definitely eye-catching, but it's kind of boring because it is just all black. I like the texture they added. It really has that obsidian texture. Again, it's just hard to tell without actually using it in game. And it catches your eye, but at the same time it's also dark, and depending on the lighting it's really kind of bland in a way. But I like the effort there. But yeah, so the create a class system in this game is really good. We do have 10 classes, which is really nice. It's pretty much all you need. You really only need 5, but you do have an extra 5 classes to mess around with. So yeah, that's the create a class system. I'm not going to talk too much more about that. But yeah, just generally speaking here on the main menu, I don't really like it other than the create a class. Go to the barracks, you have a calling card and an emblem, that's standard. And I don't like how, I believe if you go, it like doesn't tell you how you earned these. So like I want to know like how I earned this one, which is the one I've had on since I can remember. I just have always left it on. I don't really mess with it, but like I don't know how I got that. So I don't know how I got any of these. I don't know what achievement I did to unlock these, and that kind of sucks. I don't really like that. The calling cards, again, same way. I mean, you could probably Google them and find out, but it's really nice if you can like see, how you unlocked it, because it tells you if it's rare or legendary or whatever, which is cool. But it'd be really nice to know, like, yeah, I did that, and it was really hard to get, and I got it. But I could see how I unlocked it. But yeah, so that's as far as the identity goes. They got the 5-letter clan tags, and the regiments. They're kind of pointless if you ask me. I think it's a good concept to create like in-game regiments or teams or groups integrated in the game, but it really is pretty pointless. You get like extra bonus XP during your happy hour or whatever. It's really not that useful. Rank progression, I think a lot of people really hate the ranking in this game. It's really pointless. You go to 155, no prestige, and then the rank resets every season, I believe. So as you can see, my career level rank is 451. I don't know, it's just kind of weird, kind of pointless. It just isn't fun or exciting. So the ranking system, not that good. Now the records, no, it's decent. You get some general information here. The leaderboards have been glitched for a long time. I don't know if they're fixed now because I honestly just quit checking, but for a long time, like my leaderboards just weren't even updating for like months. You know, it was an issue that just went on for so long, and you know, I really just lost interest in even keeping track of my leaderboards, my combat record, because I'm pretty sure it's all messed up because I played a lot and it didn't even like count all my kills and stuff. So I don't even know if any of this is accurate, so it's pretty pointless. So not a big fan of that. It just wasn't functional. You know, again, if it was working from the beginning, the records and leaderboards would all be really good, but I don't know, it's all kind of skewed because it wasn't working in the beginning. Yeah, challenges, I never really did these. I mean, I guess they're cool for people that like to have a goal playing public. I personally only play usually the CDL playlists and stuff like that, so you know, these never really appealed to me, but you know, they're okay, I guess. I like that as a feature for most casual players. The store, I mean, I never even look at this stuff. There's just so much stuff here. They have cool names and art for them, but I don't know, I personally just never buy anything at the store really, at least in this game. It just never really appeals to me. But alright, so moving on to the actual multiplayer experience and the game modes. So this is where I feel like this game is lives up to what I said earlier, where this game is just good. You have a lot of variety of game modes to play, especially in the core playlist. You do have Infected, which in this game is kind of, you know, just good, I would say. It's not great, and I think a lot of that is because the maps in this game and multiplayer are, again, just good, not great. They're a little weird, especially maps like Gunrunner. Hackney Yard's decent, it's kind of small. I don't know, I'm just not really impressed by this game a lot, but I don't hate it, if that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, you got a lot of game modes: Drop Zone, Shipment 24/7, Shoot House 24/7. Shoot House is a pretty good map to play if you want a smaller map. Now here's where, you know, my, I guess, expertise is, or where I play a lot, is in the CDL playlist, competitively playing. I personally don't do a lot of core or hardcore or none of that anymore. But anyways, so the CDL playlist, I'm really glad they added it. It was so much better playing CDL search and game modes from public, because in public game modes for the first few months of the game, you had to deal with riot shields and thermites and C4s and all this stuff and RPGs, and it really wasn't fun. So when they added the CDL playlist, I was really excited. Finally got to play under CDL rules. Way better than core if you're looking to play competitively like that. But again, there's no ranking system, so like, how many games can you play before you get bored and it's just the same thing over and over again? And there's also no penalty if you leave, so teammates just back out. It's kind of flawed in that way, as far as like, there's no penalty for anything, there's nothing to play for. I like that they have the official rules of the CDL. That's great, but there's no ranking system. If they just had any kind of ranking system, like we've seen previously in like Black Ops 4 League play, which I wasn't a huge fan of, but again, the gameplay of it was what I cared about more than actually the ranking system, at least at the bare minimum, because I feel like at the bare minimum, Black Ops 4 League play, you know, people usually tried in that. It was usually pretty even matchups, however it worked. And yeah, I had a lot of fun playing League play in that game. Now this one, it's just, you get totally random teams. It's almost like playing public matches. You know, I can drop 40 kills and we lose a game. It just kind of, you know, it's like a good, like if this would have been ranked, if the CDL playlist would have been ranked, it would have been really good, really fun. I don't know why they haven't added that. I think that's the biggest downside to this game is that they don't have a ranked play. Everybody wants it. I don't know why they never added it. It's just kind of silly. I really hope the next Call of Duty has one. But if it doesn't, then oh well. But I'm pretty sure Treyarch is having one. I think I saw where they are definitely going to be working with competitive players to make this a good Call of Duty for competitive. So that's really exciting. But yeah, so that's really my biggest thing I hate about this game is no ranked play. Again, the leaderboards were kind of weird. Created class was pretty good. But like I said, this game is just good. The snipers in this game also kind of like, you know, I don't know. They just don't feel really smooth or anything. I personally only really like long range sniping in this game. If I quick scope, it's got to be with the Kar 98. The other, like the AX50, it just doesn't feel right for quick scoping and stuff. I don't know why they didn't add the intervention or something like that. There's a lot of things that I feel like they could have done better with this game at this stage. So yeah, I mean, the weapon choices, you know, I mean, you have a lot of weapons. Can't really complain about that because, you know, like I said, creative class is pretty good overall. Like that they brought the riot shield back, at least for public game modes. It was always fun to use in Black Ops 2. But yeah, I don't know. I never really used a lot of different guns. In competitive, the only two guns people really use are the M4 and the MP5, so that's a little boring. Whereas Black Ops 4, people used, what was it, the ICR, Maddox, and the SOG, and then occasionally the Rampart. We saw that for a time or two. But yeah, competitive just gets really repetitive in this game. And that's probably the biggest downside. Kill streaks, I didn't really cover those. You know, again, I don't really play public, and kill streaks are banned in CDL, so I don't have a lot of kill streak experience. Highest kill streak I've got was like the chopper gunner. I mean, I guess they're okay, but again, they're just good. Nothing iconic, nothing stunning like Black Ops 2 was. Black Ops 2 in my mind is the most iconic, best Call of Duty of all time. Modern Warfare 2 is very close. They might be like neck to neck. It kind of depends on which one you played more. The watches are kind of dumb. Like I guess it's okay to have that feature, but when you don't have ranked play or anything else, it's kind of like, I just don't care about watches whenever, you know, I don't have ranked play or anything. So I don't know. Those are just kind of my thoughts on this game. Private match. They did add this game battles feature, which at first I was like, wow, this looks really cool. And I click it. It is decent to have this. They just added this in the last few months, I think. So if you're playing game battles on your computer, you can go on and like join a match, find a match, and then it will show up on here. So that's good, but I do wish they had like competitions listed in here that you could just join somehow. It would be so much better if it was all integrated. That's all I really want in a Call of Duty, is a completely integrated competitive system, whether it's just ranked play, league play, whatever you want to call it. Even integrated game battles or something. That's all I really want in a Call of Duty right now. And this game just doesn't have it. So yeah, and then the maps, like I was talking about earlier, maps just okay. I mean, once I got used to them, I kind of enjoyed them, but this whole game as a whole gets very repetitive, especially without the ranked play. But I think it's gonna about do it for this video. I don't want to drag it on too much longer. I'm sure I missed some little things that you guys can leave in the comments. Let me know what you like or don't like about the game. And yeah, that's really it. Overall for this game, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. It's probably between a 5 and a 6 out of 10. I'm just going to give it a 6 out of 10 because I have had a lot of fun playing this game. But like I said, it's just good, not great. And yeah, that's it. So if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for all the support recently. Again, leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the game, if you think it's good, what could be better, all that stuff. So it's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you guys later.